Hello everyone. Welcome to ZSR. I'm Mongol taking over for Xenu just for the presentation because his mic is having troubles. But we're gonna have some fun tonight. It is Qualifier 7 out of 8 for the Wind Waker Randomizer Season 6. I'm Mongol, as I said. I'm today with Pix on commentary. Hello, Pix.
Hello, this is a really exciting time. Like you said, this is the penultimate qualifier. So there are several people out there that are looking to either improve their position within the top 24 or crash the party. So
Yeah,
really excited to see what we're going to get.
we even have people that have not done a single qualifier yet entering. If they do both, they're gonna be in the tournament somehow. That's gonna be great. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun tonight. The C dash is Oblivion. It kind of sounds like Obi-Wan, so I'm happy. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We have 4 fantastic runners. Season 5 champion Count Advocate, Rick Schmitty, who did extremely well in the last few tournaments. We also have Jared HME, who's the Season 3 champion, if some people remember that. And we have Symphonic Link, the no storage warrior.
Yeah, this is really exciting. Advo's currently at the top for the qualifiers. Jarhead's in a pretty comfy spot somewhere in the middle. But like you said, this is Sim's first one, and then Rick had some bad luck early on and took 2 DNFs, but had a really good score in the one that he finished. But Rick has to finish today to qualify, and is going to be looking to cement a really good spot. So yeah, really excited to see what Rick and Jar are doing.
It's his fourth too, so even if he has to limp it home, he has to finish, no matter what happens. So we're probably not gonna see a DNF from Rick at the very least.
Yeah, he was well aware of his situation going into the third one, and I heard he told someone that he will do every check twice if he has to. But hopefully it does not come to that.
We have 4 runners on Restream, but this is an incredibly stacked race. We have 29 people total running this qualifier as the penultimate one, as we said. So
yeah, and we are about to get started here.
Yeah, it should start in a few seconds. All right, there we go.
Spectacle Rock. We can't really do anything there.
I mean, we could play a game, but we're bored.
We don't have the money for it.
Oh, we have hints which are being read at a speed that is much too fast for me.
Yeah, so there's an entire hint meta now. So I know Rick will go through his hints very quickly, just reads the foolishes, and then he actually watches his VOD back at quarter speed.
Interesting. That's one way to go about it. But for everyday man, we have DRI. Remember, Silent is on the path to Mulgera. Mail is on the path to Jahala. Golden Fairy Island is on the path to Elm Rock. And we have a Foolish Horseshoe, Diamond Step, Ice Ring, and Tingle Island. The power bracelets are apparently on Windfall somewhere. The Guinness Tower maze is dead.
Yeah, we have a bow at Thorn Fairy and a shield at BPR, so we're actually going to need both of the things over off of Cliff Flat.
That is very nice to know, honestly. Also, Minenko has been found dead in the streets of Windfall, apparently.
The killer bees have struck again.
Oh, damn. They're not kidding around. The killer bees are really having fun with their name.
Another redead for the Cabana basement.
Yeah.
So we should have warned people about the Western Swim. Western Swim is kind of the meta here.
I kind of forgot about that, but yes, lots of runners do that. I'm not gonna lie. Since the beginning of the season, I didn't have much time to practice anything, so I do the worst start ever. I just go to Windfall and hope for the best.
it's totally valid. It's super dense. But yeah, we do have our two of our longer dungeons, ET and Wind Temple, and then we have 6 additional overworld checks in it.
And we found a picto box on this very island, so that's always nice to have at the start, right there.
Yeah, I believe that was Northern, which was our path, and a shard on Mother and Child. So see, it started off quick.
Yeah. Ferry after ferry, and then we see the salvage corp, which I just love seeing. And if you're competitive, please look away from everyone's screens except Symphonic's. just look at the grandma. Look at the grandma.
Yeah, if you're photosensitive, just stay on Symphonic's screen. Yeah. But Jar's setting up for the same swim as well. Again, it's just a really powerful start. Mother and Child never gets any faster. Western is super isolated.
It really is, honestly.
We have 2 hammer dungeons in this seed, 3 hammer dungeons in this seed. We know it's going to show up, so just really knocks off one of the more annoying checks early.
Jarhead is having trouble with that swim, getting some speed back in the middle of the swim. Should be able to make it. There we go.
Yeah, the Picto was, I believe, Northern Ferry. We saw some people in one fairy fountain and some people in another. So Rick is setting up Mila now. While doing that, going to be collecting a little bit of money. And then also doing a door storage to warp over to House of Wealth.
Yeah, I've been here for a while, a few seasons, since I've been commentating since season 1. And I gotta say, the Woodfall meta has gone a long way since. we used to start Mila and just collect rupees and do nothing else almost.
Yeah, it's my understanding. This is my first season, but the old way of holding off on Mila to do the fire and ice checks are a little more risky with no starting magic. It goes from 2 item requirements to 3. So we're seeing a lot of people start with Mila, trying to maximize your chance of a Picto or delivery bag. But in this case, we have the Picto, so interested to see how that affects the route for some people.
Did I just see Symphonic just teabag Ivan after catching it? Damn! That's some disrespect to the kids. They killed Minenko, man. Chill.
Symphonic has not entered a qual yet this season, and has decided he's going to make himself known. I respect restream clowning.
I do like that. And it's time to talk to everyone's favorite Maggie's daughter. Hey, spiky chest at the bottom too. We do love that. It's a master sword too.
Yeah, love to see it. Everybody else has this Picto, so you don't have to deal with the agonizing decision of Lenzo door cancel. Probably the hardest windfall choice you got to make.
To Lenzo door cancel or to not Lenzo door cancel? That is the question.
The eternal question. No matter which one you choose, you will get punished.
I found a way to not have to question myself about that. It's called not learning Lenzo door cancel.
Not burdened by the cursed knowledge.
Ah, man. A lot of time in prison at the start of this seed.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tingle has items. If we didn't have anything here, we could have just left him to rot.
Yeah. Since Tingle Island has been entered dead, that means that the 5 Tingle statues are not gonna be meaning anything tonight.
No, but they will show up probably very near the end of the season, where we're just 1 to 2 spiky chests away from go mode.
Oh yeah, that does happen a lot. That or all of a sudden you start finding bottle after bottle.
You're just like, oh, this is it for sure.
Nope.
No. A couple runners taking advantage of $10 in the jail.
Yeah, that used to be a bigger thing a few seasons back. When we started without sword, we had the trouble of getting rupees, and that was mysteriously one of the fastest ones.
Yeah, so because we're not doing door cancel strats, Symphonic's getting himself dropped out of jail, whereas some other people are going to opt to save and quit.
Yep, and we're gonna go catch another kid.
Yeah! Yeah!
That way. Meanwhile, Jar sitting up for a Lenzo door cancel. And Rick going deeper into the dungeon that is Tingle's jail.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, Symphonic going for that trick. And not going for it again.
There you go. It is not the easiest thing to find the kids when the lights are off.
Oh, sometimes you just talk to the wrong one, and then to the wrong one, and then to the wrong one, and then you wonder if I even exist anymore.
Just rapidly pause buffering, trying to read where your arrow is.
Alright. What are the... Oh, secret cave charts. That's fantastic, kids. Thank you.
So the restream just chooses 4 runners to feature. There are 25 other runners in this race, but for all intents and purposes, they don't exist here for us right now.
They're dead to us. They're Mernenko.
They exist for a second when they finish, and then they float off into the ether.
If you have a really good connection, you could make your home 29 people restream on your site. If you have enough screen real estate.
Yeah, but that is the hook shot on Miss Marie.
That is very nice.
Yeah, really nice find. Really wondering when we're gonna see these power bracers that were here, but oh, there we go, double spiky Lenzo.
Yeah, double spiky Lenzo with
there it is.
is.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Yeah, just gonna complain about it enough, and then the items just show up.
It doesn't work when I'm playing though.
Yeah, only when you're commentating. It's a commentator's curse. Hello, blue kid.
That's also another sword on Windfall.
Yeah, 2 swords. 2 swords.
Yeah, I think it was in the right chest last night, but yeah, there were PBs and Lenzos last night, which is really convenient if these runners want to go over to Paw Print after this.
Oh, Jar's set up for Lenzo door cancel is a little different, but it does work.
Yeah. Whatever gets you through the door and not in the water, where you have to go up and see our good friend Sam, it always feels bad.
I've said it many times about tricks and Tachi. Do it the way that feels comfy to you.
Alright, so what are we doing here, buddy?
Fantastic place to go to the top of the... Oh my god, magic armor's here. Ho ho ho! That's immortality against Ganondorf if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, our worries are over. Yeah, so Rick did not get the Picto Box before Windfall, so only opted to do 6 of the checks. They're gonna have to make a trip back because they did Northern Fairy right after. Because why would you expect him to be Picto? But interested to see what he gets and if he gets anything to make that return trip to Windfall a little more appealing.
And on the other side, I didn't see what we had, but apparently it's important because we're diving under the island.
Yeah, I think he had a better look at it than we did.
It was right under his Wind Waker for me. So.
This is honestly my least favorite peak.
It's a rough peak, honestly.
So there actually is not a starting item in these settings. So the only item we're starting with is a sword, a sail, and a telescope in Season 6. But it was on Northern Fairy Island, which was hinted path to Helma Rock, which so far has led to bracers.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if we have a bombs and paw print situation.
It's always interesting. Hey, that's a big bag. Well, look at that.
Alright, Grandma's got some hops.
Having a good attitude is always in logic. Yes, Mobile. Yeah. Hey, that's Spila. She's running away. Maybe she's the one that killed Minenko.
You know, she is standing very close to where Minenko was last seen.
Yeah, her last known location. So if you think you saw Minenko in the day earlier, no, that's her ghost. Don't question us.
Don't worry about what Simp is taking pictures of here. This is a Patrick Swayze ghost situation.
I gotta say, I like to actually aim for my pictographs, and seeing them not being in the center kind of kills me on the inside.
Not gonna max out your Pokemon stat points.
Good photography is important, guys.
Just getting another one of either Pompey or Vera. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, I used to know. I can't even, in my head it's like the same sense as reading. So Pompey would be on the left, and then you'd have Vera on the right. But then you have to remember this is Japanese, so it might be reversed.
Oh my god. I didn't even consider. Alright, that's the end of Windfall for Symphonic.
That's some good stuff to do while waiting for Mila. Just moving up and down. Catching Mila from the back.
I know, the spooker.
Symphonic, now a mother and child opening that Tingle statue.
Oh, it's a Tinkle statue.
Yeah, you now know.
The shard was Western Fairy, I think. Which actually makes sense, because the other runners we saw stored the item, and I do remember seeing the Triforce shard pop up on screen.
It all makes sense now.
All
also,
coming together.
There's a joy pendant on sale for 20 rupees. Oh my god.
Rick has also picked up Command Melody. Was that in Mesa's house?
That could have been the DR High thing.
I'm being told by our restreamer that it was a Crescent. We're gonna see Advo get it here in just a minute.
Whoa, Grandman, another property all that time? Kevin and D, just chilling in the basement.
What better thing to pass down to your grandchildren than real estate?
Oh man, that sounds dangerously capitalist. Time for a little roll clip for Rick. That went in just
really
straight away. Wow. Imagine owning property? I can't. That's why I always clip inside of the cabinet.
So unfortunately, Rick does have the bait bag, but did not get the bracers on Windfall, so gonna have to leave our good friend Big behind.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Also, as mentioned earlier, Symphonic doesn't do storage, so we're just gonna open this and see that it's a Madness letter. That's good information.
He's gonna be the only runner that knows that he has Moblin's letter. You don't have to find the delivery bag and then do the quick inventory recheck.
And you can see him being a little sad because he did a Wind Waker dive under the island, which is not stored. It's only the first part of it. And saw that this chest will be important later. Hey, that's a replica.
Yeah, it's a really nice find because now you're gonna be able to finish this.
Yeah, still gonna sidle behind here to see if he even needs to go up. I think. Yep, he does.
Gambled and lost.
It's a note
to Mom. Okay. So this Picto we know it's not Manenko, so the Picto leads to Halmarok, and it's got to be the Bracers. So it's potentially Note to Mom, or it could be Bomb Island. We haven't been over that way yet.
Yeah, Bomb Island is always in the back of your mind.
No.
With iron boots on headstone? That's a really good question. Thanks to our trackers for figuring it out. Between themselves, actually. I didn't read the name of the question. But yeah, we have two fantastic trackers tonight, J Dude and Amy.
Okay. So that is a sword on Scale the Wall. And Mon, I have a pet theory about this game.
Oh boy.
And that is I believe the faster you get 4 swords, the more cursed the seed is.
Oh, that does seem to be right, actually. I've been here for a long time, and when the seed looks like a baby seed, it's because it's a baby seed, but that's the one you think of. A baby is not something that goes down easy. It's something that starts crying in the middle of the night. It's gonna start crying in the middle of the seeds. You're gonna see it.
I think this is a portentous sign for our runners.
It's a bad sign. I'm glad to be commentating.
Rick is also over here without grappling hook, which is really unfortunate because you know that you need both TFI and BPR because there's a shield and a bow. But with grappling hook, you don't have to worry about it because you'd be able to go get Thornberry and then go get BPR and then come back. So this is unfortunate. I'm going to be interested to see how Rick cleans this up.
It's a bit unfortunate, but if he decides to go all the way to the fairy fountain, he could come back later for the second place while he does Bomb Island when he finally gets the bracelets. You know.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Like he is opting. Looks like he is opting to go for the fairy island. He thinks the bow is mightier than the shield.
Oh shit.
Which I don't blame him.
I mean, if you really hate frogs, that's the one way to get rid of the frogs early.
I think it's a little bit scary because he doesn't know what we know. The grappling hook is around and available, because you know the hammer is going to show up, but we don't have any sort of indication of when the grappling hook is going to show up. We don't have Doma in this seed. We don't have FW in this seed.
Worst case scenario, there's also a nice bait bag living rent-free in his inventory, so he could just fly a bird for once. Who knows?
That is true, and he can come back with Palm Island, which will clean up nicely if you go get the bracers and then go to Paw Print. They'll line up really nice, but you don't know that at the time. But I would rather have a bow than a shield.
That is for sure, especially when it's the first shield. When you're up to mirror shield, you're like, okay, that's kind of interesting. That could be really useful later.
People often forget that the best defense is a good offense. If you have a bow, you may not need a shield. They may not be able to get close enough.
Yeah, we already have full sword. This quest is almost over. Not.
We just need 7 more shards.
Ooh, Jarek going for the old days strats here. Love it.
That is a leaf on wallet mail.
Ooh, wow. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Shame we don't have magic to fly with it.
Yeah, and we also don't get my favorite S6 combo with no starting magic of leaf hookshot to put paw print or horseshoe in logic.
Oh boy, I love horseshoe.
I do too.
Actually, I have an actual cap that just says "Eat, Sleep, Golf," and I'm gonna wear it every time I'm on Horseshoe Island, and I'm never gonna cheat.
I appreciate your respect for the game.
Dude, I grew up playing Mario Golf on the Nintendo 64 because that was the only game my dad played with me. Couldn't understand 3D, but he understood golf. Hey, well, look at that. That's a fairy fountain, which is this one we saw not too long ago, and we're gonna see it again because that was going there too. Everyone is living on a fairy island. Also,
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because, both Advo and Jar have the grappling hook to clean up BPR after and then roll straight over to Bottom. They even could. They haven't been to Outset yet to get the deep, but they even could break into Cabana if they were so inclined. I don't think we're gonna see Advo do that. I think Advo is pretty anti-Cabana break-in, but it'll be an interesting choice for Jar. I don't know how Jar feels about the matter.
I think Jar is the kind of guy that would probably do it, but if he had Hammer to make it faster. Right now it's just so slow.
Oh, that's right. We still don't have Hammer.
Hmm.
It's fine. You just see the spiking on top. You trust that the Lord will provide. You store that hammer and you go inside.
That's a lot of trust into this seed. We already have 4 swords. Be careful.
Yeah, we know that bombs or hammer are behind these bracers. We could have some very cursed.
Here's the bow, guys. On this fairy fountain. Horned. Is the torn one.
Yeah, I know that Advo is very risk averse and just kind of counts on his natural being very good at the game to carry him through seeds. Interested to see what decisions other people make around it.
Symphonic just took a dive under the island there, and he's gonna hang for the watered patch just in front of the door. Since the game doesn't know what to do when there's 2 heights of water, it puts you on the highest one all the time.
Thankfully, it is just this game. Could you
imagine if it did that in real life. Oh boy.
I know. You're just in your apartment trying to sit down to take a nice bath. Your upstairs neighbor has the same thought, and all of a sudden your bath buddies.
All bat buddies. Oh man. Imagine taking a shower that way, always raising up droplet after droplet until you get to the shower head.
Yeah, just getting concussed.
Oh boy.
Well, your head would hit the ceiling, so I guess you would void out.
Yeah, you would. If you have storage, which I don't have a Wind Waker to get storage in real life.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But in a way, I already have small enough collisions to open chests. In a way, I'm always having storage. Oh man.
Alright, we have almost made it to the top. And we are not interested in what the Deku Tree has to offer.
Sorry, Deku Tree. We love you, but it's time for deforestation.
They made an old woman jump through 100 Deku bulbs just to show her a treasure chart. She's on a fixed income. I can't believe you would do this, Deku Tree.
Good old Deku Tree. You're just a little too close to see the chest here. How many Quals does the Wind Waker Rando do? 8! Only 8! So this is the second to last.
Yeah, this is the penultimate qualifier, and for Advo and Jar, I think this is their 3rd. For Rick, this is his 4th, which you're best to a 4 count, and this is Sim's first appearance. So
I think for Jar it's his 4th actually. He had a DNF in one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the final one for Rick and Jar to lock in their spots.
Yes, I saw that on the restream sheets. We have had like the same trackers for a few races in a row. Thanks for you guys.
Yeah, but if you do we have a command for this? I hope we do.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, but we do have a tournament coming up. It's actually already started.
There's gonna be like a lot of Wind Waker action and not so long. It's not even 1 tournament, it's technically 2 tournaments because there's gonna be a challenge cup. The people that don't quite make it to 24.
you can track your favorite runners and your least favorite runners, and everyone in between. But there will be a UG for volunteers. So stop on by if you are interested and enjoy Rando. It's a fun game.
Oh man, I actually love that runner. Everyone in between, favorite one. So Symphonics trying to clip inside. It's very easy to let go too early or too late. So
Yeah, very awkward. You have to hit it kind of right on the backswing. We were talking about volunteering, and I completely missed the contents of Bomb Island. Did we get trolled with a Tingle statue?
Pharaoh's Pearl. So I don't quite know yet.
Okay.
Kamali's father's on Advo's screen is the Lux Picta box.
The next best thing.
Yeah, I mean, when Minenko's dead, it's great.
It's perfect too because of how the logic works. If either Picto box is needed, neither can be foolish. So that Furor's Pearl leading to Picto just prevents Bomb Island from being Hinton Parent, which I know all of these runners would have appreciated seeing.
Yeah, I mean, Bomb Island is not so bad since we have the chests that match the content, but when it's something that is not required but still could be required according to the logic, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it just feels so bad. So you go in there and you pull a Tingle statue or your second bottle, and you're just like, okay.
Oh no, right. we're seeing the pig and it's night. This guy's gonna. Oh no! Don't do this! Don't do this to your pigs.
Look away.
Oh. That dude's a butcher.
I know that it is slower to play Song of Passing and Heat the Pig, but if you go with this, you have to look in the mirror and see the face of a person that would attack a fake pig.
To me, the scene is not over until I've sent a pig to space. Damn it! Calling on my vegan friends to beat up Advo. Oh boy. We're gonna have a vacancy at the first spot in the qualifiers.
Everyone is moving up a spot.
Oh boy. Alright, putting a Magtail on the switch. Meanwhile, Charlotte grabbing a bait bag. Note to Mom has been found by Rick. So everyone is kind of doing the checks that the others have done.
Yeah, we've kind of crisscrossed a lot, and I don't where do we go from here?
That's a good question, honestly.
Do we pop into Earth Temple? We have Command Melody and Bracers. We have the Iron Boots. We have everything to do Wind Temple except for a hammer. If you want to get spicy, you can door cancel.
Oh yeah, but there's spicy, and then there's very spicy.
It's
not the hardest trick in the book, but once you're inside, you're just like, yeah, nothing is in logic here, right? Oh boy.
Yeah, I live here now. Oh yeah, we don't have the magic though.
We don't. Actually.
No starting magic.
I always forget that we don't have magic. Always.
Yeah, our northern ferry path is the Picto box leading to the power bracers, but we have not found a hammer or bombs yet.
We're still looking for a few things.
That is Advo getting the bombs. I would.
Oh, look at that. That's a flying bird.
Just trying to zoom in on Rick's tracker to see if he had marked off Small Island, but it's so small on the commentary page. It looks like he clicked into it, so I think he did mark it off. I think Small Island was dead.
I think so too, but honestly, when the screen is like a fourth of what I'm looking at when I'm playing, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, you can only do one check in Wind Temple without magic. It's the same as Leaf in the first check of Wind Temple.
Yeah, you kind of need both of them, because if you only have one of them, it's like you have none of them, basically.
And you can take the hook and you can get deep enough to open the cross dungeon pot, if you think you'd be coming back from ET, either ET or FF, we do have a seed where all 3 dungeons are connected by the pots. So it does present a routing option for the runners.
It could be an option. Like you said, since we have the inter-dungeon warp bots, it could be an option today because they're all connected for once. So entering a dungeon is not the end of the world.
Yeah, entering the dungeons, or using the cross dungeon warp pots is some advanced routing. But I really appreciate how much Advo and Jar are just tracing each other. Delivery bag.
They kind of play the same way, and I think it's a good example of what I'm saying. Like they have the same kind of routing. They both have been champion at some point, and it kind of shows. Oh man, look at that! We're looking at top dancing while waiting for Mila. Oh. That guy dances night and day. He doesn't care.
Yeah, really, really respect the commitment. Great.
In his lane, just doing his thing.
Yeah. Dancing like nobody's watching, but unfortunately someone is.
Yeah. We are always watching. Grandma's always watching. Be careful, kids.
Oh yeah, Advo did not opt to do Mila.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, didn't really have a reason to because you had the pick up box and you could do the door cancel. You could do so much stuff there, and you're always going to come back to Windfall. So, I wonder if we're going to do the door storage to come over to turn in Moblin Sutter.
That could be something, actually. Huh. I like that idea. Alright, good night, Mila. Meanwhile, Rick is back to Bird Speak Rock. Flipping in. Getting that.
Yeah, gonna clean up Bomb Island here as well. Actually, I already did Bomb Island because he has the deluxe picked up marked. So it was Bomb Island into BPR.
Yeah.
There we go. Jar doing Pig the right way.
Because throwing a pig at an incredible speed is much less damage than slashing it with a sword.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If I had to choose like a blunt impact or a sharp impact, I would take a blunt impact.
Yeah, that's for sure, honestly. But you have to consider the velocity of the throw. Like, at what speed do you start to cook the pig while throwing it? So someone do the math on this because I stopped doing math after high school. I can't do it.
I love the route here too to do Big Pig into the Mesa roll clip.
Yeah,
really small efficiency.
That's a really cute one, honestly. The only thing is that you do need to do that roll clip because it's day now.
Unfortunately, Symphonic has pulled sail on Restream.
Yeah, it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. But we have to respectfully say that Symphonic has passed away. You join Minenko in the big chest, the big spiky chest in the sky.
The big goat chest in the sky.
We're kidding, by the way, because Symphonic keeps running.
Yeah, and with no storage, he's hanging in there. There's like I don't think you can really give advantage to anyone on Restream right now. They've just been continuing to crisscross each other's paths.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that have been checked, and at this point, I couldn't even tell you which runner has done what.
Yeah, I don't think that we got anything on our return trip to Windfall. So I think we're looking at like going to Zunari and doing the one check we can do on Needlepoint.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like that. That's for sure. Angular could be something. It does happen.
Of course, Angular.
You go to Angular to get your a bit of magic at the top.
Yeah, the classic, the S6 special of magic on Angular Peak. It's my favorite play in non-recorded races is to go straight for Angular Peak. First check of the game.
When you spawn on Angular, you're just like, oh shit, it's happening.
My training has prepared me for this exact moment.
6 years of academy training used. Oh, man.
Beetle, don't go anywhere.
Shoutouts to Beetle for just having his boat so close to the island so we can do this.
Yeah, really appreciate a small business owner giving back to the community.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just gives you money so you can spend it at its price. It's great. This guy doesn't understand like how to run a business, but man, he's nice. And yeah, the true heroes, such as this bird, is going to get very, very heavy boots for us. Because flying with boots works. It's not like birds are made light so they can fly.
Oh, really nice. Rick got to skip the last bolt. I think that's pretty tight.
Is it helping the local community if he's enabling us to break and enter? Sure is, man.
Yeah.
Something, eat the rich.
The local criminal community. And we are seeing Angular Peak. I think this is the last 0-0 check, and Jar has thrown in a little spice here.
Hey, it's magic!
The special, the S6 classic.
It happened.
Did we see inside? We have a hook shot. I assume we saw inside.
We probably did, but I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at Jared hitting a moblin on the ass. Just start making prediction. Maybe they come through. Try for a shard and I roll. Hey. If that does happen, we need to call Lago. Oh boy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this call over again.
Everyone, are you ready to get up tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
Yeah, the secret Master Ur sword.
The Master Ur sword. You get a fifth sword, and then your sword just goes back to the hero sword. And you're just like, oh boy.
Oh no, I accidentally overflowed my swords.
I'm in trouble. Oh boy. Mr. Ganondorf, do you want to please let yourself be killed?
Alright, so now we're seeing this go into Great Fish. While you're in the area, you can break into Islet of
Symphonic, don't miss magic. Oh my god. Sorcerer! Yes! He made it!
Oh man.
But he doesn't have enough magic to make it the other side.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, please be enough. Please be enough. It is just enough, I think. Yes. Saved. And this, guys, is why we just clip into the island instead.
Yeah, but by doing storage, you're depriving yourself of this kind of high-octane gameplay.
Yeah. Look at the face on that guy. The relief.
Yeah. Look how he looks smug. He knew he had it the whole way. He wasn't worried.
Yeah.
But that's
I'd like to say he wasn't worried, but he definitely was.
Yeah, he was visibly worried.
Yeah.
But that's what you get in a qualifier restream here on ZSR. You pay for your whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Oh look at that. Rick is peeking this chest and then using the hook shot to hook to it.
Yeah, we're gonna get our second shield here. Makes the dip into ET from Jar a little unfortunate.
Yeah, but the warp pot is so close to the entrance in our temple, so that's one thing open, pretty sure.
Mhm.
Wait,
Yeah,
do we even
and
have anything to open it? Now that I'm looking at it, you might not have.
no, I don't think we.
That's a shame. Hey, look at that!
All
That's
right.
made out of steel. Nothing
So-
logic, but so easy to enter.
Yeah, going for the sail jump.
Even if you
Very
don't
nice.
sail jump, you can just kind of swim in front of the boat until it lets you in. It's great.
Yeah, a little friendly fire.
We
Ooh,
can even
I have
use
not
the
seen
leaf
someone
like
leap.
that. Yes.
Yeah, that is.
You catch the wave at the IS point, and if you do it right enough, you should go in. Like this. Thank you, bombs.
Oh.
That works too.
Nice
Nice little damage.
Checking in on the queen. This is one of my personal favorite checks.
Oh man,
I think this is a high value check.
it's kind of out of the way, but when it's something, does it, Faye? Oh,
It feels so good when you make the outset fairy play and
Come
it
on now.
hits.
come on, Acid Fairy, blow some hair at me. I want the germs.
Come on. We want it to be a deep item. Like, give us the last bow. Give us a shard.
It's a skull hammer.
Okay. Well,
I mean, that's pretty nice.
yeah, we are gonna get funneled to this eventually. We need the skull hammer for all 3 of our dungeons, but we take it.
Oh, look at that sea flower. It's vanilla. Oh shit. Wait, vanilla exotic flower too?
Oh my gosh. What are the chances?
100% actually.
Actually, that checks out.
Yeah, sadly. Honestly,
Um,
I opened my strategy guide before the tournament, thinking, can I even get those two from another go run somewhere? But no, it just doesn't work. Hey, yeet! Rick lobbed the hog. Hey, that's single tuner. Holy shit!
Hey, that is a great find. Unfortunately, we can't use it, but
Yeah,
great.
I mean, we can use it, but we can't use it. But by the way, this used to not be a thing back in season, I think until season 2 or even 3, so you could actually use it.
All right, we have 3 people for Team Keep the Pig.
Yeah. Oh man, 3.
Yeah, that was a good toss.
Yeah, all nice safe tosses. On my first qualifier, I did something weird. Like I re-grabbed the pig a second time, and I threw him on the wrong hand of the beach, and I was so worried.
Oh no. And we are seeing Rick and Advo converge on Outset Fairy.
That hammer is about to be in everyone's inventory.
I'm really thinking we're dealing with bombs in ET. We have the means to get very deep into ET pending the left side key situation.
It's starting to feel that way, but at the same time, we do have everything that we need to go into Wind Temple and do a lot of stuff too. So.
No, that's true. We can't get into Wind Temple. We just know that it's behind the hammer's behind the bracers, so bombs could be in wind.
Oh, Jar got so close to the island that now the trees are in the way to see if it's something. It is not anything. Would you look at that? Symphonic finding out that the iron boots are there and making the face of someone that's going to Wind Temple soon.
You know, if Symphonic chooses, he has the means to open the warp bot, and he is here.
That is true. That is true.
I
Never
would
forget
not-
that you can open warp pots with the hammer if you
Yeah.
look at it the wrong way. just put your back to the pot and swing the hammer. It's easy. Oh, Rick is just going into Forsaken Fortress without the bombs. If you wait in
Yeah.
front of the door long enough, they're just gonna shoot it down for you. There you go.
Yeah, I like this too. You know,
It's-
it's FF doesn't really ever get any faster. It's going to be a few quick checks, and there is a new bombless storage spot that Claire dropped this week. So
It's making my life so much easier.
I
I used to have to wrestle with mini blins for 2 minutes.
yeah, I need to learn it. I've been doing the I was doing the tech storage strat for a while.
Oh, Phantom again. How you doing today? How are the kids? Still Phantoms. I see.
Really nice having all the spawns right behind him.
Yeah, that was quick.
A real buddy. Advo's also opted for Earth Temple because he was on Outset, and it is right there.
Yeah, makes sense. It's in the neighborhood.
It's ET without bombs is not fun. The Wind Temple without bombs is not fun. But also FF without bombs is not fun. Basically, the game is more fun with bombs.
Ah, bombs. Everything is better when things are exploding. At least that's what Michael Bay told me.
So Advo is just going to opt to open the first door and open the cross dungeon pod. I actually like this.
All right, we out.
Yep.
And meanwhile, Jared is now about to get magic. And probably very angry at Season 6 in general, but that's another thing. It's just-
Oh,
man.
Symphonic unfortunately does not have the mirror shield yet. Has not stopped by Greatfish.
Yeah, he's
So-
trying to not have to use command melody here. That was
Yeah.
well done.
Makar could never do this.
CD Makar. You're a leaf.
Unfortunately, we will have to use command melody though anyway.
Yeah, that was a cute strategy, but unfortunately, reality check is back. Hello, Bokoblin guarding your chest. Thank you for this thing.
Highly valuable Tingle statue.
Oh man, Henkel's gonna be so happy.
A manufacturer's suggested retail price of 50 rupees.
Yeah, that is the good price for a Tingle statue. Do you think someone would take 50 rupees for a Tingle statue on Etsy?
That's a pretty expensive paperweight,
Yeah.
but it is also made out of solid gold. Although I wouldn't put it past Tingle to try some chicanery.
It could be one thing to 3D print, just a bunch of Tingle statues.
Okay, so Simp is setting up, I think, to save some of these keys. Saving right before the door and bringing Medley in. What are we cooking here?
Oh, we're cooking a ledge grab. Oh. That is a cute strat. You don't see it nearly as much since everyone gets in with storage now. But if you fly with Medley and then open your leaf at the right moment, you can grab the ledge.
Yeah, I am not a fan of that strat, even with Leaf. My preferred method, if I cannot backdoor this, is to pull a bomb and then run and jump and pull Leaf and get a little help from the bomb, but that's unfortunately not in the cards.
Yeah, the stream is buffering, so we don't know if you got it. Oh boy,
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
But we do have Advo picking up his highly valuable Tingle statue, and Rick setting up for his Helmer Rock.
The world decided that Symphonic's whole stream was getting storaged. Hey, he's back! Alright. Lots of different things. Oh, he's back to being not back. Oh.
So, Advo has Advo's opted to do PG last, and is now. I'm interested to see what the plan is for going up to Helma from here. Probably the Leaf strat, if I had to guess.
Could be. Could be. Alright. Helmer Rock is about to be Helmer Rock to that. One strike of the hammer, another strike of the hammer.
We love seeing those awful locks. Oh, there is a left side spiky, left side ET haters in shambles. I shouldn't say this before we open it. I'm gonna get owned with a Tingle statue. No, it's a shard.
Man.
I'm not owned.
It's a shard. Who doesn't like a good shard hidden on the left side? Oh. Hey, speaking of shards, Rick is about to get one too.
Oh yeah, we do not have Mirror Shield. We are doing some intended strats in here.
Yeah. Just hang with the burb.
Oh, we do have a key of some kind here. I'm interested to see what the basement's even going to have. We do have 2 of the basement checks hinted dead already.
All is good until Mirror Shield is vanilla. It is not vanilla this time, but that could have been funny. Oh, Symphonic trying to grab a Moblin Spear. Moblin Spears are amazing. They hit it just as hard as the Master Sword, and they have more reach. Alright, Rick out of it. Forsaken Fortress. Meanwhile, Advo starting to fight the bird.
Yeah, 1 shard richer, and I don't see anything new on the tracker.
Yeah, I don't think any we got much out of Forsaken Fortress, sadly.
No.
Hey, it's Cabana. Are we going in the right way? We're rich. We have
means to do so.
I forgot the bot doesn't say that. But back in the days when you typed ahead, it just said Golden's ahead, and that was kind of funny.
Right,
but that's cuter. Hey, that's the treasure chart.
Errol sends her love. Did we go to... Oh, we didn't have a key to get to Mini Boss.
That is true, yeah. That's why we save warped out of there. Gonna have to come back with a key.
So it's the boss key on left side. That is interesting.
Thank you, Vimy. You're now ZSR bot. Jar's gonna get us some information. Here's a key chest. It's a small key. Yeah, the bird is all going according to plan. Pulling out the sword, it's marginally faster than using the hammer. Feels a little less safe because you're getting closer and closer to the ledge, but if you know how to control it, it's great.
Dude, check out Johnny Quickspins over here. Those were clean.
Yeah, that guy watched a lot of Beyblade growing up, clearly.
Has this guy played before?
The bombs!
He's pretty good.
The bombs! We found the bombs!
We did it.
Oh man, someone was planning to make Cabana explode. That's dangerous.
First the killer bees dispatch Menenko.
And now Grandma's making explode her second property for insurance claims. We thwarted her plans. So I'd like to low-key mention that we have 4 hearts. This is rare this season. This is rare.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we stored a container somewhere. Oh, Jar is setting up for the song skip. This is my least favorite trick.
Yeah, that one is just, it feels sketchy the whole time. No.
Oh, I mean, this. Do not try this at home. This man is a professional. But
All professional runners.
it is, yeah. For me, the risk reward threshold is the math doesn't make sense. It's too spooky for me.
I just like hanging out with Medley, so I bring her.
Yeah.
But when you're able to do it, it's a cool trick. It's a good one too. You could try it at home, but you have to be patient. Oh, I love fighting floor masters without the soup. It's amazing. Just gotta hit them 6 times. And the whole time, you just hope that they don't grab you.
I got the. There's something about the like L target overhand slash. It feels so disrespectful to the enemy.
It really does.
It's.
No, you don't. You don't get to move. No. It feels like playing Magic the Gathering against a blue player.
We're doing a little skull storage.
Oh man, we're going there. Amazing. Oops, that's not what we want to do. Put the skull on the chest, and you get on the chest, and you hope that it works.
Yeah, this is an advanced step.
Just run against the skull until it gets you down. There
so
he goes. He got it.
Nicely done. We did get Maggie's letter in FF. Rick has just followed up on that while he's been cleaning up his 3rd trip to Windfall. And we did get a shard from the Rito in the cafe.
Man, Windfall is my favorite dungeon.
It's so good.
Yeah, there's so many things. No! Symphonic, no! So close yet so far. That little hammer slash doesn't always go your way.
I gotta say, when I'm headed to the back of ET, I'm always just saying, please let this chest in 3rd crypt. Please let that be a brown chest.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are doing that.
Just don't make me do this.
Don't make me get bombed of storage again, please.
I just did it in the Floor Master's room. I know how to do it. Don't make me prove it again, Gabe.
I'm very bad at getting bombed off storage too, so after getting it once, I'm like, okay, I only have Alpha Knight bombs left, so please. I don't have enough bombs for this, guys.
We're also seeing the no bombs pot opening method. I love this. Oh, we avoided. Oh no.
No. Oh god.
All right, this is not the end of. No, actually, this is the end of the world. We know that the key is on the left side.
Can't open the warp pot anymore, so
we could. I don't know.
Oh no, we fell down.
Jar knows it, but maybe he does. There is a storageless BK skip.
Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Everything is possible as long as you don't get caught. Another thing that you can do is go in the basement and hope that your big key is there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we already saw it on left side from Symphonic.
Yeah. Oh,
we
look
have
at that.
Chest at the front
Look at
of
that.
the temple.
Fire nice arrows on Hadvo's side. Thank you, Southern Fairy.
Yeah, I think this is Southern.
Yeah, Southern Fairy is the one that puts the boat at the back of the island for some reason. That's how I remember it.
It's the worst, is coming out and trying to find your boat.
It feels like trying to find parking in Montreal. It's bad. Alright, Jar is there.
I realize your boat has been towed.
The boat has been towed. In the great impounding place in the sky. Someone burned your car, man.
Well, I don't think that's gonna worry. The hops haven't been that good for a while, right?
Hey, you caught the ladder. I love the strat. It's storage-less. It's beautiful. Perfect kind of strat for a storage-less kind of guy.
I mean, it's still really nice too if Phantom is into dead.
Oh yeah, that is true too.
You can't be bothered with it.
Oh,
Oh,
trying
he
to
is.
throw the bird away, but not doing a great job at it.
Yeah, just concussed the bird.
This bird is just not having a great time.
The disrespect is unreal.
Oh man, someone make a hockey reference. Let's go. I am a
Ooh,
Samuel
that's a-
Montembeau stan.
That was a clean little backflip.
Yeah, that was really clean. And doing the side up there. Oh no.
Yeah, we are back in the cotton candy.
And I didn't know cotton candy made you unable to move. I guess if you eat enough of it,
Yeah,
you just
if you eat enough,
get diabetes to a
if
point
you
where
were
you
in
don't
that
move.
much, yeah, if you were in that much cotton candy, I think you would be feeling great.
I mean, you don't know me. Oh, this commentary could be even worse, you know? I've talked about carpeted bathrooms on commentary before.
Yeah,
That's
one
when
of my
the real
races.
fun
It was a real delight to watch back. Fortunately, I could interrupt it by super swimming. Then it was right back to the carpeted bathrooms.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Jar's trying to get the small key, but the universe doesn't want him to. Trying to
it's
figure
gonna
out
feel
the
bad.
best angles. Let's go. We got it.
There's
Also,
the big key. That would have been very nice to have. Oh, all right. Also, look away from Advocate. We saw pig
Yeah.
abuse. Now we're seeing Fire Mountain.
oh, that's not the worst thing in the world.
This is
That's
Wind
not-
Waker After
No,
Dark.
the first runner that does Fire Mountain is appreciated by the stream because we get information.
That's a 432 Fire Mountain entry, though. That's pretty spicy.
That is fast. Oh boy. I remember back in season 2 when we were just losing our shit that someone did it in 420. now we're 10 seconds faster? Wow.
What a time to be alive.
Opening the chest at 420 when? Oh my god, it's spiky. It's spiky. Is it the Tingle
Alright.
statue? Is it like a bottle? Who knows? It's a shard! Everyone's going there. Also, Symphonic is finding the bird vanilla for the people that don't remember what it looks like.
I got it. This is when I realized I needed to learn storage. my first or second seed, I did this. And it was like the infomercial. I was like, "There's got to be a better way."
One time when I was practicing storage at the beginning of my storage journey, I was so slow that King of Red Lions tried to tell me to speed up, and that ate my storage, and then I went up.
I have gotten that. It's like, hey, you should go to the top of the thing, and it's like, I'm trying, Coral, I'm trying, I'm doing my best.
Damn it, Coral! I'm trying my best, and my best
Yeah,
is not very good.
I don't know how Jar feels about left side ET. Maybe falling was a blessing in disguise because he is getting sent over here to get his shard.
Yeah, that is true. And if he hasn't changed since season 3, we all hate left side. We never went.
Ooh.
This is
Did Rick
brand
just
new.
get 7 of 7 and 7 Armos? No, he
Yeah.
didn't. He got 5 of 7. We take that.
That's still pretty good. So Advo now waiting to turn on the lighthouse here. Talk to Creed. Get light arrows if you're in season 2.
Good old Creep.
Ah, Creed. I like Creed. The guy is rocking orange, you know?
I'm sorry. Senpai just boomerang Helmarock?
Yeah, he did. That's
The
something that you can totally do. Hey, it's an empty bottle. But yeah, if you fall down the platform and you only have a boomerang to your name as a ranged weapon, you can definitely kill Elmarok that way. Been there before. It takes 3 hours and a half, but you get there. It is a very valid strat.
Where did Advo pick up that fire and ice?
The Southern Fairy.
Oh, right, yes. Thank you. I'm glad one of us is on it.
Yeah, I almost didn't remember it. I was about to call for our two wonderful trackers, J Dude and Jay. Love you guys.
Oh yeah, I guess we are. Happy almost 69 minutes, everyone. Big shout out to J Dude and Jade for doing the tracking for us, watching the race, so Mont and I can talk about whatever we've been talking about for the last hour.
Oh man, we saw the cutscene in the cafe bar. We get to see all the wonderful characters. That guy called Candy. That guy called Kane. They're not a couple, guys. They're just roommates.
It's like a modern version of Cheers. Imagine you go in there and everyone just yells, Link! They're all so happy to see you. Don't worry about the fact that you've never been to this island before the game has started.
This economy. Hey!
And also thank you to Mont for commentating with me. This has been much more fun than racing.
I'm always like that. Like I prefer commentating to racing. Like I was talking to a friend about the race last night, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm just gonna commentate now because I'm not a runner boy. I'm a saying dumb shit in the mic boy." Yeah, we're having fun. How can you talk to a friend? It's very easy. You open your mouth and you hope that someone catches it. It's like echolocation. If you scream hard enough, someone is gonna come. You know? Where can I find someone? Man, I can't hold your hand through all of this. Like,
Yeah,
I'm your friend now. You found it.
You got so many options, Crane. You got Tinder, you got Bumble, you got Hinge, you got Grindr. It's the choices are really endless.
Man, we're in Wind Temple. We're seeing a lot of whiz robes, and that makes me want to eat Fruit Loops.
Yeah, I don't think we have seen much out of this Wind Temple. We got a shard at the beginning, but
empty bottle. That could be something.
One bottle, that is true. At the very least, it's soup.
We do love soup. I love soup. Alright, we're doing nice little spring storage. And both sides. Just don't look at the spring until you want to bounce.
I love it. The game just like completely forgets about the concept of the spring, and then you turn around and it's like, oh yeah, that thing.
Well, there was a spring.
Pop you up.
Oh, right. I need to do this.
That is shard 3 for Advo, who has not picked up the shard on left side ET, and then we also have Mulgura and Jawhala. So that's all our shards. We are just looking for light arrows as a restream.
Yeah. That's the one thing we're missing to no mode.
Oh, and our tracker is also pointing this out to us. We know about all of the shards now. We're just looking for lights.
That's amazing. Bows and Hyrule. Oh shit.
What?
Someone made a prediction. Bows and Hyrule.
Oh, Rick forgot to step on the switch. I was like, what are we setting up a storage? What are we doing here?
We're doing the thing. Hello, Makar. Let's go on an adventure.
Yeah. We were talking about all of these bait items. We were talking about the mini tingle statues that would show up and the duplicate bottles that would show up, and we did not even consider these surplus to requirement pearls.
Yeah, that's because we like to play marbles here, so they're just very useful for that.
That's true. We'll head over to Tanjo after the qual. We'll have a big game of marbles.
Yeah, you gotta send a petition to the people that make marbles and stream, so we can have Din's Pearl, Pharaoh's Pearl, and Nehru's Pearl as marbles. That would be great. Also, one that's shaped like Big Pig, please.
Alright, this is
There
going
we
to
go.
be the mirror shield for Symphonic.
Yeah. Oh, there's a prediction going on. What's going on? It's the Bowie Nye rule. You can predict yes or no, depending on how you feel about it. Go for it, everyone. So I gotta say that for me, this is very confusing because my Twitch layout is in French. So it's written prédire avec des points de chaîne. Bowie Nye rule. Two languages. Oh my god, Rick is going for this.
Yeah, this is gaming.
That's advanced stuff.
Yeah, now this is pod racing. Let's go. We're going for the one cycle. We got the
look at
regrab.
that. Oh, not quite what we needed.
Oh,
No,
oh, come on, get it back.
come back, Tongue. We love you.
This is triple frame perfect.
Oh man,
But we
not
dropped it
quite,
after.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Not today.
This is big kid gaming. This is,
I mean, we almost saw it, so it's still cool.
he got one of them.
Now we get to catch Mulgera.
No!
No!
Get down, Mr. President!
We had the same idea. Oh boy. Oh, wonderful. Good to see we have the same humor.
Oh my gosh, the love between a mother and a child. The baby Mulgera throwing itself perfectly in the path.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Like, I like to award an employee of the state to an enemy that's annoying to people, but today it's gonna be that little worm right there. Wasn't that annoying, but he was there when he was needed.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What a wonderful save by the mini. Hey, Ghost Ship Chart. That was also in here. Forget about that. Alright, Symphonic making his way in Wind Temple now, while most people are in or leaving Wind Temple. So we're seeing a lot of Wind Temple, all at different stages of execution. So who knows? Maybe you guys are gonna hear a whole lot of Mulgera songs.
keep your cat jams at the ready.
Oh, the car is like flipping into Grandma's head. That's worrying.
Advo hits the 7 of 7. Very nicely done.
That was beautiful. Oh, Jar going for the sword snatches here. Oh my
Nicely
god.
done.
He got the we didn't have bombs, so he needed to get it frame perfect, and he did.
Yeah, very, very nicely done.
Now he's gonna backflip here, grab the ledge, and try to make it between the little spikies here. There we go.
And rewarded with a tingle statue.
That guy was rusty like 3 days ago, and now he's back to this shape.
It's like riding a very complicated bike.
A bike that just needs to be put into storage a lot. Now we're gonna see this room again, but with bombs. Wait.
this
Mixed
will
tags,
be
eh?
Fire and Ice for Rick. Interested to see how much overworld he has an appetite for before going into ET. We know he has to do Fire Mountain.
Yeah, Fire Mountain is important. Remember that needle rocket, nothing. I don't remember seeing an ice ring.
Ice Ring, I believe, is hinted fool. Yeah, Ice Ring is hinted foolish.
Ah, that explains it.
So not a factor for us today. But we also saw Creep. I don't think any of our Fire and Ice checks outside of Fire Mountain were required. I guess if left side ET is a Fire and Ice check.
That is true, yeah. Gotta remember that logic, even if you're gonna break into it with the chest storage.
Yeah, always important to know where you are in the logic.
I love how the little Darknut sword got pushed out of the way by the chest when it spawned.
Sorry, I have to step away for 1 minute. I will be right back.
All right, you guys are stuck with me now. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna save Grandma. Look at that Grandma. She's about to be 100% back on her feet, and that's wonderful. Because if you don't save Grandma, you're gonna end somewhere very special. You're gonna end somewhere very special. It's called the Soup Factory. 69 months in the Soup Factory until you're back to being a responsible member of society. That's how it works. I don't make the rules, except I probably made up that one. Ah, yes, it is time to spam the soup command. I love the soup command. Can't wait for Symphonic to save Grandma, so Grandma saves herself in this universe. Some Return to the Future stuff. Grandma from the future is back to save Grandma from her incurable disease. Hey, the slide arrows. Which piece of mail was that, actually? That was Grandma. Wasn't it? Did Grandma have light arrows?
Alright, I am back. Did Grandma have the light arrows?
I think so, yeah. It wasn't
That's
a
the
piece of mail. Grandma had light arrows. That's a fun, isn't it? Delightful. Oh man, I love it.
So we know everything now. Yeah, all in all, for double temples, like, not a terrible seed.
Yeah, a very nice double temple seed for once.
Yeah.
Hey, never spill baiting Jarhead like it did for Rick.
Looks like we have had 2 of our 29 runners forfeit, but we do have 27 runners vying for first place. Maybe one of our 4 here, maybe we will see a surprise as people are getting us a high roll.
Maybe there's a lot of good runners in this race, honestly.
Yeah,
everyone is excited.
Yeah, it is one of those final qualifiers, so you never know if someone's on the bubble and they're looking to make a play. Things can get weird.
Things always get weird somehow.
Alright, I've agreed with everything Jarhead has been doing unconditionally, but I can't abide sidling from the left side of this.
It works. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna take me some time to get over this.
You're gonna take that to the grave. Like on your tombstone, it's just gonna be like, you're meant to do it from the right.
Right sidlers only.
But the guy that's gonna make the tombstone is gonna write it poorly, so it's gonna be like right wing warrior.
it'll say right slide. You won't realize that sidle is a word.
Oh boy.
Who amongst us?
He's not one of us. The guy has skipped the orca training. Alright.
Alright, get the cat jams ready. Advo is about to step into Mulgera.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. You got the fairy to save Grandma or himself if the fight goes poorly.
If things go sideways.
They
never
definitely
know.
can,
You go for it.
Mulgera.
If you go for the Mulgera storage, you can get yourself KO'd during the death cutscene, and it feels terrible.
Give me a second. I gotta put rare pellets in the shaft. I'm back. Oh, Mulgera song. I don't even feel like saying anything. Just wanna listen. We have two runners instead of that fight at the same time.
Symphonic did get the frame perfect. He didn't jump slash, he did a little forward step, but
Wow.
equally impressive.
Yeah, very well done. Jar trying to get the perfect moment to kill Mulgera there. There we go. That's one Mulgera down on the screen. Another one to go. And Symphonic is gonna happen too. So Symphonic spawned the chest, realized that the backflip wasn't working out. We're gonna make it back to the top of the room with the floor master. Go back inside the room, break the second tile from the left. That one spawns 0 enemies.
Ooh, I actually did not know the secret sauce for that one.
That's one of those things that you only learn when you're bad at the game.
That's one of those things that I'm bad at the game and I wish I knew. So.
When that does happen, you can do that. It's one of those strats though that you don't really have a reason to learn until you do. So
Yeah.
very particular. Or it kind of reminds me in a way of like I was practicing PG at some point, and someone pointed out the fact that I'm really good at getting shots in when Puppet Ganon starts to spin, and I was like, yeah, you get really good at it when you're bad at the rest of the fights.
Yeah, I call those my fraud shots because it never feels like I go for it every time, but it doesn't feel like I deserve it when I hit it.
It's fully deserved. You deserve everything, Pix. Everything.
So Rick is in here with Soup. He's gonna have a slightly quicker floor master room. Soup, bombs, a leaf, a wind waker. What more could you ask for in Earth Temple? Cool lemonade.
The shard at the end, so you don't need to fight Jahala, maybe?
It'll be a quick trip to the basement. You just have to jump in and look and see the 2 transparent chests, because the 2 annoying chests are hinted dead.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. Jarhead making his way to Cabana finally. Gonna get those bombs.
Oh. And
Speaking
Advo's
of-
going back in to take the cross dungeon warp pot, so the payoff for the setup about an hour ago to open the pot all comes to fruition.
It's all coming together.
Already opened the door, don't even need our bird.
Well, we're gonna use the bird as an alternate source of flying. Thank you, Moblin, for pushing us the right way.
Yeah, right this way, sir.
I will be your valet today.
Your go mode awaits.
I'm gonna park your bird. Is that alright with you? Waiting for the cotton candy to not be a thing anymore. The camera's being kind of a dick.
Yeah, the unfortunate part of having to skip this one. I think you need to put your sword away for this, but I might be proven wrong here. Yep. You don't have
There we
to.
go. You don't have to. The leaf comes out just as fast. I'm
I
pretty
have
sure.
been putting my sword away for months like a sucker.
Oh boy, oh boy. That's felt so wrong.
Look, anyone you walk away from, right?
Yeah. As long as the game isn't crashed, it was a good landing. I forgot you could peek with the telescope there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of magic too to get topped off so we can make it all the way to Jaw
Always a good idea. It's never a bad idea to get more magic on the way.
Yeah, we have the soup, but it feels so bad when you get there and you realize you can't cross the gap. And you left your bird at the entrance.
Yeah. The valet took your bird away. Symphonic waiting for the Armos to actually die. And while Jar is back on, Modern Child getting a fairy.
Yes, that's gonna be fire and ice for Jar, but I can't imagine that he's too far off of light arrows with Southern Fairy just so close to a warp point.
It might be delayed after like Windfall, since Windfall's do checks, but
yeah, but it would have been a good place to. Not only do you pick up a fairy, you also pick up the check.
That is true. That is true. But back in season 3, we teleported to Modern Child for that a lot, so I think it's reflexes. I do that too sometimes.
Thank you, Makar, for the the guide on what to do. We'll take it from here.
Thanks, Makar. Much appreciated. See? No enemies spawn when you take that down.
Easy
Wonderful.
peasy.
Now you can't say I didn't teach you anything.
Yeah, I am better for having been in the commentary booth.
As a power restream.
Yeah, it's really great. These are four runners that I might have been interested in watching their VODs back after, but I'm getting it all done at once, all together.
Yeah, it's always fun to get to watch runners run a seat that you're not running, because when it's painful to them, but not to you. And you also learn a lot about the game.
This is an interesting strat.
Oh, he's trying to freeze them?
Yeah, ice arrows into hammer. That is really cool.
Yeah, very cool strat. Also, we're at 5 arts now on Advo's side. Wow!
Yeah.
Healthy boy! That's so rare this season. Right, we're in the tall basement room for Symphonic, and meanwhile Jarhead is super swimming, so look away. If you're photosensitive.
Yeah,
if you're not photosensitive, just look at it because it's cool. It's cool as shit.
Yeah. You get a really nice close-up on Lucas.
Oh, Lucas, you and your green hair. That feels wrong. And we're swimming all the way to Needle Rock.
Yeah. Landed in the middle. We made it.
Yeah. When you go too fast sometimes, the game doesn't like it. And it makes you waste 2 seconds or something. Ooh, almost fell back into it. We're going left side now.
Yeah, finished Jaw Hollow pretty cleanly. Now I'm gonna go over here to left side, gonna get that shard, and then it's just gonna be go to Fire Mountain, get your last shard.
Meanwhile, Advo about to make it to the end of her temple. Symphonic about to get baited by Nerusbro.
Of course. Strictly decorative.
It gets us every time.
You get a nice, beautiful little blue sphere to look at every time you reset your game.
It's the worst. It's the worst one too, because there's a pun in there.
I think Din's is the worst one because it makes Bido spawn on DRI. That was the one downside to mini blend starting with 2 pearls, is that you always had to deal with that guy walking around trying to rock skip.
for sure. Okay, the ghosts are going back in the big ghost. I always thought it was funny about Jahala. Like, we're not fighting to kill the enemy. We're fighting to kill the enemy again. It's kind of silly, you know?
The enemy within the enemy.
Ghosts inside of the ghosts.
So it says a lot about the world we live in, if you ask me.
There's like at least one of those ghosts in there. One of those Poes is the Poe of Christmas Past. Another one is the Poe of Christmas Present. Another one is the Poe of Christmas Future. And then the other ones are just extras. You gotta find out which one is which.
Yeah, understudies. It's just coincidentally always the one that you kill last is the important.
Yeah, that's the Poe of Christmas Future. And now there's no Christmas Future. Oh boy.
Oh no.
He's not even dead. Like, he could totally keep going, but he just walks into the sun and does the same thing I did with the sun when I was young. aka burn. Not a vampire, I'm just very white.
Yeah, I have the same issue. As soon as it rolls around the March, I'm on Sunburn Watch.
I was a lobster for a few months a year.
Alright, that is shard 7 for Rick.
Nicely
And
grabbed.
just gotta check the basement.
Just gotta check the basement. Meanwhile, Advo only has a Triforce shard left to find.
Yeah, just has to go to the left side of this dungeon and then save Grandma.
Yep.
But looking at Advo's map,
We're going back. Okay.
I don't think he has hardly anything left.
Doesn't look like there's anything in Overworld.
Yeah.
So that's in Grandma. He knows. Symphonic being very careful around Mulgera because Symphonic is the only runner here with only 3 hearts right now. And 3 hearts? That's exactly what Mulgera does to you. That's more damage than Ganondorf. That's just as much damage as the Big Pig. Who's the real final boss? It's Big Pig, by the way. He's unkillable.
I mean, if you don't want Big Pig to come at you, just don't attack Big Pig.
The final boss is apparently Vermilia if you don't save Grandma. So do it.
Well, everyone is forced to save Grandma in this scene.
Well, Jar is looking for the big key, I think.
Hurricane spin. Okay, thank you, Bido.
Huh. Wow. That would have been
But-
useful like a boss ago.
But this is Fire Mountain for Rick. This is left side for Advo. We have a really exciting race on the top of your stream.
On the bottom, we have 2 runners also competing for Restream Glory.
Yeah, and they're both in a great spot. Jar just has to grab a few shards from this dungeon and where's
Oh my
the
God,
other one
Jar-
he's missing?
I think Jar is gonna use the Tingle chest to do storage.
Oh right, because we Songstone skipped. The trick, so nice he did it twice.
Well, he did it once for now, but look at it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's coming again.
It's happening.
Also another 430 Fire Mountain entry.
Hey, quick! Trying to decide which arrows to. Getting a double!
Too fast.
Imagine
Probably
if you.
cost us the 420 chest too.
Yeah, could have happened if you didn't hesitate between arrows.
Yeah, but that is go mode for Rick Schmitty.
Rick is in go mode, which in Wind Waker, go mode means go to Hyrule mode.
Yeah, go mode means you're about 8 minutes from being done.
Yeah. You now only have to fight what I like to call the 4 PGs. Puppet Ganon 1, Puppet Ganon 2, Puppet Ganon 3, and Person Ganon. Gotta love Person Ganon. Also, there's a 5th one, but we don't talk about him because he's a ghost. Phantom Ganon is also a PG.
Yeah,
Oh, nice throw by Symphonic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Medley toss, let's go.
A champion at throwing pigs and birds. Always goes prejudice. Had a shop at once. Had. I'm kidding, by the way. I never had this shop it. Because it was killed as a Bennett.
Alright, so Rick is going to be our first runner through the barrier on Restream.
Jar putting 3 bombs on the box.
And then panning the camera back like an action star, walking away from the explosion.
The Michael Bay version of Wind Waker Randomizer.
Yeah, if he had a spare hand, I could picture him lighting a cigarette as he walks away.
Imagine having 3 hands. Oh boy.
You have so easy.
You have a floor master as a pet somehow.
It would be so easy to use an N64 controller.
Oh, finally. One way to grip it all. I know my favorite Dartnut in the game. Are you gonna die today? You did. I put the volume. You fell. Oh, is that Vogue a gamble? Unlikely, but who knows?
I mean, he doesn't have much left. He's got Bito. He has Bito mail and Grandma mail, though. I imagine he would go for the 2 mail checks.
I think it's gonna be the 2 mail checks that are gonna win. That's why I was saying like,
No,
oh,
it's not G. We're gonna see the.
Oh man, the gamble.
Oh,
we're going
it's
there.
Game, but I would love for it to be Tingle 5.
Oh, that would be amazing if Tingle 5 is there or Din's Pearl.
An extra bottle.
Just something to make it spiky, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Symphonic getting that 4th piece of art, which means a 4th heart. Advo's now in arrow. He's not in go mode. He's in go to the Master Sword Chamber mode.
Yeah.
It's very different.
It's very sad to see how much Master Sword Chamber has dropped off since Mini-Blends. It came up so much in those settings, and then now it barely happens.
When there's so many things, and it's not spiky. We don't get to see the fight, which wouldn't be much of a fight because we have light arrows. No, we don't because we're looking for that.
That's why we're here. We've had our.
I saw someone shoot light arrows on the other screen, and I was confused for a second.
We've had a fully charged Master Sword for 80 minutes.
Amazing. Hey, it's time for Puppet Ganon on Rick's side. Gonna turn on his volume to figure out if we get shots on or not. That's 1.
Nice.
Oh, barely to the left on this one. Not even gonna wait for the stop. Oh, little off. You want Baito giving us Hurricane Spin, which has a new model this season, and I missed the roll of paper towels. That's shot number 2 for Rick.
Yeah, just a little bit outside.
Shot
there we
number
go.
3.
No
You want
spin
Symphonic
cycle.
trying to line up for this little trick here. Flying with the mirror shield on your back. Can't break the statue.
I gotta say, the Symphonic has this face cam on, and he has just been having a blast this seed.
Oh yeah, the guy is very emotive.
I really appreciate anyone who has the randomizer should be fun mentality.
Look at that. It's time for PG2. He's about to fall on us.
All right, stepping up for the par 3.
Yeah, you're right, Crane. Randomizer should not be fun. It should be very fun. Oh my god! The 3 shot!
Yeah.
On one face.
Beautiful.
Beautifully done.
Eagling PG2. Feels great.
Alright, are we sniping? We are sniping! We're getting the first shot too!
Really tight window to get that shot off, and he nailed it.
That's shot number 2. Trying to find where the Ganon is. Using the kamikaze strat, as I like to call them. And that is the end for Puppet Ganon.
Really, really nicely done.
Now Jared trying to finish things off at Forsaken Fortress. Drink some soup.
Yeah, Jar needs to get Maggie's letter from here, and then get that last shard off the postman at Fire Mountain. Symphonic, I think, also needs Fire Mountain and the postman. No, I think Symphonic may just need Fire Mountain.
We also need to go to Southern for some arrows of fire and ice.
Yeah,
or lights, if we're late enough. Huh? That did not quite work for Helm Rock. We're back. Meanwhile, Rick now doing the backflips. That old sword slash. Another backflip with the shield up. And we're up. We even grabbed the ledge.
Yeah, got the pog slide. No one's finished yet. Rick is in a really, really good spot in a qual that he really needed to finish in. So it's going to be an extremely strong result for Rick.
Oh, we got hit by Ganondorf. That's gonna change that's gonna change the script a little, but we should prevail.
Advo's also through the barrier.
And the bird is being nice to Jar. Meanwhile, Symphonic is climbing up the vines here. Hold us back up. We're getting slashed in the face. Ah, Zelda missed.
Zelda is doing her best.
And her best is the same as mine, aka not that good. And it is GG's to Rick! Finishing in the first place on Restream and in the race room with a time of 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Yeah, GG's to Rick. Great result.
Very well done.
And I believe that he is going to be joining us here in just a minute.
Wonderful. We're going to start to have our runners joining us. But in the meantime, we have Symphonic Link fighting a ghost. And we have a nice little Rick Schmitty in the chat with us right now. GG's to you.
GG's.
I'm so nervous at the end there.
Well, you really couldn't tell. You had a fantastic PG, especially 2 and 3.
Oh yeah,
that phase 3 was good, yeah. But the phase 1 wasn't that good.
Phase 1, it didn't spin. It was still good. As long as it doesn't spin, it's not so bad.
Yeah, that was one of the best phase 3s I've had, though.
Yeah, I gotta say I was a little bit worried at the start because you hadn't gone to Northern Ferry before Windfall like we'd seen from a few other runners, so you were the last one to get to the bracers on Restream. But what was your what was your thought about a Picto path?
Yeah, I think I should have gone Windfall like right after I got that Picto box, but I don't think I was punished too hard for that.
No, that went pretty well, honestly. Considering you finished in first on both the Restream and the race room. So.
Yeah.
pretty good.
I think
That was
I'm
your
right.
fourth
Like,
qualifier. Only the second that you finished, but you finished it in style.
2 DNFs and 2 first places.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, honestly. 2 zeros and 2000s, you know?
Yeah, the duality of man.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
a fantastic.
Be careful around that Rick Schmitty guy. If he finishes the seed, you're done.
But yeah, I think it was a fairly. It was pretty interesting. The seed, I think, had two fairly distinct phases of everything before Magic and Hammer, and then everything after. What was kind of your take on the bottleneck to Magic and Hammer?
Oh, I should have got Angular earlier. Magic is always there, I swear.
It's the meme of this season. It's beautiful.
Yeah. That's funny.
Magicular Island or something.
I was happy Angular Cave was dead too. That worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it happens all the time. This is the first settings I've played that have had Angular Peakman in, but it has been so hot this season.
It's been a place. It has been a place.
Starting Magic as well.
It's very different because back in the days, back in my days, when we got to the Leaf, we were happy. Now we're just like, oh, missing that. Oh God, why am I happy and not happy at the same time?
Well, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I actually forgot to turn on the windmill at the start during the Mila cutscene.
Yep.
I was really confused, like, why is Mila not here yet? I felt like I forgot to talk to her or something. I was really worried.
Yeah, you were just too fast.
Yeah, I always ask if it's like in scenarios like that where it's missing one item, because I swear Creep is always dead.
Yeah, it's been kind of sad this season because Creep used to be loaded. Oh boy. A guy always carried gold or golden arrows or single statues or card bracelets or boomerangs. Everything yellow, basically.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised to see that you didn't do one of my favorite things I've seen people do in this game, where you I saw you once put a bunch of pots in front of Mila, which has become one of my favorite things to try to do on killing time.
Yeah, I like to do that when I have enough money, but I try to get the money there.
Yeah. But yeah, this like we were saying, this is another tremendous finish. It's going to be a really good result. How are you feeling heading into the practice stage of the tournament?
As long as I'm not like seed 4 or 5, and like not on the same side of Advocate, I think I'm fine. I won't be anywhere near him.
Talking about Advo, we're getting in that final boss situation. And by final boss, I mean the final script. Because this guy's a wrestler. Just lets you beat him. Same way every time. Grandma saving Grandma. Oh my God. Grandma saving Grandma. Look at that. If you want someone to be saved, do it yourself.
Yeah, so this is going to be Fire and Ice for Symphonic. It's going to let him also go get the lights, and then he would be able to go get the last shard off of Fire Mountain and finish bombless.
Meanwhile,
where were bombs?
GG's to Advo, finishing in second place with a 150.47, and we also have another finish that you guys are gonna see, not on restream, so he doesn't exist to us, but he did pretty well. 10 seconds of difference.
Yeah, super strong finish for Jim too, who had a rough double of Quals. Someone that's been good at this game for a really long time.
And he's been like the runner-up in many tournaments of this rando.
Advocate is declining to join us for the interview because it is almost 3 a.m. Where he is.
Understandable.
Completely understandable, but GG's Advo.
Yeah, GG's to Advo in the Eurozone.
Yeah, great performance. Get some well-earned rest.
Go to sleep so you can make it for the 10th a.m. EST1 tomorrow.
Yeah, that is one where I'll be watching from work, just watching myself fall down the standings.
Oh man, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. All right, so we still have Giant going on. We're now on Fire Mountain. We know that's something important. We have Symphonic Link, who was about to get the bombs. About to get the bombs.
Yeah, didn't mail Maggie's letter, which he has 7 shards marked on his tracker, but he hasn't done Fire Mountain, so there's 2 missing, I think.
Well, when he opens that chest, we're gonna find out.
So much. There's so much stuff going on.
And
So.
at least we have 2 runners now, so it's a little easier to follow. But with 4,
Yeah.
you miss everything. It's great.
Yeah, Rick, we saw you go for the Mulgera 1 cycle.
Yeah,
I was happy I got one of them. That was good.
Yeah, we got one. Unfortunately, got away at the end.
Yeah.
the Mulgera 1 cycle that got away.
Very excited to see that, and then you also had the baby Mulgera jump in the way too.
Oh, that was so annoying. Yeah.
Get down, Mr.
Perfect
President.
Oh,
Also, Jar, that was his last piece of the Triforce. We're going to Hyrule.
yeah.
Claire
Jar-
finishing in 4th place.
GG's. Yeah, Jar said in the race room too that he was going to finish 3rd on restream. So calling his shot looks like he may be correct.
This guy can see the future. Wow.
He can see the future, but he can't tell you where the items are.
He's got that magic hate jar instead of ball. It's great. Yeah, Rick, one of my favorite moments of this seed for you was in Fire Mountain when you were trying to figure out which type of arrow to use. You were like, ice, nah. Skip too light, skip one too far, as to go back.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
That was pretty cute. All right, Jar now in the Hyrule zone.
Yeah, I think also really good for you, Rick, is that you hadn't entered ET yet. So Advo had entered ET. Wait, you were in ET?
Or did other people rush out ET?
Oh yeah, some other people. We saw Advo and Jar, and actually Advo, Jar, and Symph had all been into ET.
Oh wow.
So Advo had the pod open, the Inner Dungeon Warp pod open, which caused him to go into ET before checking Grandma.
Oh,
yeah.
So that was really helpful for you being able to have the light arrows and basically know that you were in go mode when you picked up that last shard, whereas Advo had to make a stop and check MSC before going and doing the mail checks and checking in with Grandma. He grabbed the fairy at Mulgera, but just didn't have a good time to turn it in.
Yeah.
So Kit Kat, in the meantime, is finishing 5th place with a 154.36. GG's in the chat. More and more people are finishing. Oh boy.
Yeah, another good finish for Kit Kat, who I believe won either the 1st or 2nd qualifier.
Fire arrows found by Symphonic, and he looks happy about it. Oh.
Yeah, just has to check Grandma mail and stop by Fire Mountain.
I'm missing 2 shards actually on his tracker.
Yeah, probably. Maybe got a little click happy. I've also done that. You click it and you don't think the window's responded, so you click it a few more times, and all of a sudden you have a late shards and it's time to go to Hyrule.
All right, waiting for Phantom Ganon to do his thing. Oh, looking backwards, so the Phantom Ganon is closer to the door.
I've never seen that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, really, on.
That's the weirdest dusk windfall I've ever seen. It's practically night, but everyone is out. That's so weird.
Oh, but that is going to be Hurricane Spin for Symphonic.
Hurricane Spin. Oh, we love that. Hey, nice double shot by Jar. Only 2 Dark Nuts in the way. That's 1 Dark Nut in the way. 0 Dark Nuts in the way. Only a big bad puppet on the way. Oh boy.
Yeah, gonna be a really solid finish for Jar as well.
Oh, barely missed that first shot there. That's 1 down.
Ooh,
That's
just
so close.
barely missed.
The stop shots are going well though, so
Mhm.
everything is under control. There we go.
Nicely done.
Such control.
And Tanjo 3 has finished 6th place, 158.05.
I wish Tanjo's number next to his name changed depending on his standing in the race. Tanjo 6. Yeah, GG's to Tanjo. And Jar about to drink some soup. Where is the spider gonna fall today? Nice. So
Ooh.
that's 2.
That's all right. We can still save the birdie.
Yeah. A nice little bit of pot. Oh man, that's one way to kill a spider. And Symphonic grabbing a piece of the Triforce.
Yep.
Looking
just one to
mighty
go.
happy about it again.
Just has to make his way over to Fire Mountain now. I don't think he has a lot left. So
Oh, nice second snipe by Jar. Not quite. Only 1 arrow left of magic, so just gonna take it safe. Spin the beast. Or not. We didn't go safe.
back
We didn't go
to the
safe.
soup. I think he also has Needlepoint because he just got Fire and Ice. But
Oh, that is true.
going to set up Zunari may also roll into Needlepoint Rock after this.
Yeah. All right. Jar is done with the puppet.
There we go.
Just gotta climb the rope, make weird noises, and then we'll be there. You look at that. That looks like the natural way to climb a rope. Just like I used to do in gym class. Oh boy.
Saved it.
Yep. Always have your leaf on the ready for that.
I can never realize that I've fallen off before I'm already jump slashing.
Oh no.
Such a terrible measure.
I need to put my hands, both of them, on the 2 buttons to get it. Oh, Lyric and Spy both finishing in close proximity. 3 seconds of difference.
Wow.
With a 2:37 and 40, respectively. And Jar is now in the final script. Nicely done. Right now, Symphonic is on Needle Rock Island now. Zelda's back up. And that guy's about to have a sword in his head. Prepare you GG's because Jar has finished the race.
GG's.
It's an official time of 201.43. Well done. 9th place for Jarhead tonight. Now Symphonic finishing things off in Needle Rock, not getting anything out of it. And Gold's Quiver finishing in 10th place. And now we have been joined by Jarhead. GG's Jar.
No.
No, it's a GG's anyway. I don't care what you say.
No.
GG, man. Okay. Let me tone it down to moderate G.
Sure. I'm going to give you the quick version of stuff, okay? I checked out as soon as I voided on that rock. I mentally just stopped caring. That
was so.
It was unfortunate. It was. I did like how you put 3 bombs on the way back then.
I was like, I hate this rock. This rock is getting ultra blown up.
You didn't even need to go back there, so it was just like...
Yeah, no, that was just to prove a point. That rock cannot defeat me, even if it did make me very sad.
This rock might break my spirits, but I break it too.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey.
Oh, man. That was an interesting one.
There was a 50-50 shot of whether or not I was going to finish that seed. If the Wind Temple Big Key Chest had the other shard, I was not finishing. I was resetting as soon as, or I was forfeiting as soon as I opened Fire Mountain if it was not a thing.
Oh, man. But yeah, it was still fun to watch. I'll be quite honest.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, we did have Magic and Angular. Wonderful placement.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
I had nothing to do with this, but I did talk about how Magic is always there on Angular, and the Outset Fairy is.
It's called commentary curse. And you have to accept it. You were doing it.
You think everything's generated ahead of time. It's really not. It's whenever it's a race, it's always just like when things are happening and people are talking about it, that they will make things happen.
It just does. Like the randomizer is much deeper than we thought. Even Lago can't control it anymore. It just reads our minds. It's been used as a police tool to catch people that did bad things, such as killing Minenko in the streets of Windfall.
Yeah, the lack of bombs was pretty rough.
You're telling me. If I had bombs before Earth Temple, would have felt so much better.
I would have felt very good. But we did get to see Skull drop storage.
Yeah,
that was true.
Storage, wow.
I didn't have any other way to store it into floor, kill all floor masters.
Put the skull on top of the chest and then used it to push himself off.
Easy.
Very easy. Extremely easy.
And yeah. Good.
All right. Symphonic is going to, I think, his last location.
Dragon Roost. Yeah, Dragon Roost. So that should be Fire Mountains. We just got the ice, but not the ice arrows, the light arrows. Sorry. Ice doesn't bring light.
Mhm.
No, but it can focus it.
Yeah, it can.
At the cost of probably melting.
Have you guys ever been somewhere that does a lot of snow? You get such a good tan, man. Oh, like the white snow refracts everything. It's great. Why are we shooting the island that far? That's cool, though. I love it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this is going to cost us the 430 though.
Yeah, but maybe we'll get. Maybe it's a strat, so we get inside of Faro Mountain right on 420.
That would be pretty cool.
We saw some very spicy Fire Mountain entry times across the seed.
Yeah. Jar, remember when it was cool to get inside of the mountain at 420? They do it at 430 now.
Yeah, I think I did that.
Yeah, you did it.
I do remember that the good old days.
The good old days, back when we were all slow.
Yeah.
Rando was so easy before people got good.
Oh, it was. Back in my day, everyone made the top bracket because we didn't have a challenge copy.
Yeah.
It took 10 minutes to get into and out of Fire Mountain, and it was uphill both ways.
I mean, it kind of is. You go in a hole in a mountain, it's upwards both ways. Sure.
That's so true.
All right. How happy is Symphonic gonna be when he opens that chest? Is the question. And the answer is probably very.
It's the relief that you haven't mistracked anything, but I don't know what else Symphonic has left at this point.
Getting closer to the chest while shooting at the magtails. That's some good gaming right there.
True.
Chest is spiky.
Also, I just
He's
need to double-
spraying, and he got it.
Hey. I do need to check something. My stream died for a little bit in FF, right?
I don't think
yeah,
so.
we got the thing. We had the thing pop up for like just a
Okay.
little bit.
A second or something.
I'll probably have to deal with that later. Alright, I'm gonna go though. I'm so mentally checked out from this right now. You
Yeah,
guys
no
have a good rest of your night.
Thanks for being on Restream. You
Yeah.
played great.
Thanks. Except for the one thing, but we don't talk about that anymore.
We don't talk about it, exceptionally when Jar goes away. He really doesn't want to talk about it again.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick, do you want to talk about the things for him?
Wait, what happened to him?
I'm just kidding. I was like, do
Yeah,
you want to
he,
talk about the bombs?
He
Skull's
he didn't
doing-
have bombs for ET and went to jump on top of the chest to do the bracer strat to like open the pot, but voided.
Yeah,
Oh, he voided there? Oh.
yeah, he voided.
Yeah, that happened to me once recently too for the first time ever. I guess it's if you're not like perfectly aligned.
It's just sad when it happens. You know,
Yeah, it's sad.
it's one of those moments where you're like, I did nothing wrong, but apparently I did.
All right.
All
So
right,
Symphonic is on his way to the barrier.
gonna crush
Had a
that barrier.
really big gap in the finishers now. I wonder what's causing this.
Yeah, maybe Symphonic is leading the second pack of the racers. Oh my god, we're getting a nice hurricane spin break. It barely reached. It barely
Wow.
did.
I respect it. Symphonic's been putting on a show.
Yeah, the memes are pretty good. Like, while waiting for Mila, he just pulls out the telescope and looks at Tot dancing. And when he caught Ivan at the start of the seed, he just teabagged him. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's been a really good restream, and I think the early game was really fun to watch because he really saw all four of you just kind of zigzagging all over each other because it was just a huge bottleneck to Magic and Hammer.
Yeah, the crisscrossing was amazing, and the fact that we had Symphonic Link in the corner, he's the no storage warrior. He doesn't do storage at all. It was just so different to see. That was great. All right, we're making it inside of Gan's Tower now, which means that we're 5 PGs away. And nobody has finished since 202 57.
Yeah, I imagine we gotta see a wave of people coming in pretty soon.
Yeah, that's good. It's gonna be a tsunami of runners.
Yeah.
Because for now, only 11 runners have finished, and we have a nice total of 29, and only 5 of them have given up. So, alright, waiting for the ghost, doing the strat that Jar did too. Beautiful strat.
Yeah, nicely done.
Very nice. Throw that sword at the wall. All right, we're now on the staircase of doom. And by doom, I mean it feels like you're playing Doom because nothing on this staircase can stop you. Light arrows are your shotgun. Go
Yeah, I
wild,
don't know
buddy.
why it never occurred to me, like playing casually, that it's just like, oh, I could just blast my way up here with the lights.
So anyway, started blasting.
It's
That's
just,
the whole thing.
yeah, it's
Not enough
just, I
light.
guess, your tutorial of how good they are.
Oh, look at that. That's magic. We're back. We're back in action. That moblin can't do anything to us now. Only 2 dark nuts left. 1. Man, even light arrow the pot. Oh man,
He's so happy to have him. He's just
that is the
spraying him
most
around.
dangerous enemy in the game. The warp, just the pot. Not even the warp pot. The pot. No. If you put me out of context, it sounds like we're in the 80s and I'm trying to tell you drugs are bad.
Yeah, stay away from the reefs, kids.
Oh man. You think 1 reef is bad? Try 6. Oh, we get the shot. That was kind of
Nicely
sketchy, but it worked. Oh, we're gonna need to drink some soup. Equipping the arrows. Yeah, the grandma's grandma's arms are very muscular. Let's just say that. They take a lot of space in the screen, and you kind of see the inside of one of them.
That was a really nice shot from distance.
Oh,
But
Rick the Husky finishing in 12th place with a 2:14.10.
all right, so there we go. We had a 12-minute gap from 11 to 12. I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, Sir
But I think
Qualsy finishing
the floodgates are open now.
in your GGs. Both of them. And the floodgates are
GGs.
not about to close because we know of at least one runner who's on the way to keep that wave going. Alright, time for PG2. Oh, just gonna move a little and wait for the spider to drop. Dublin 7 in corner. Well done! That's a double. Triple.
Very nicely done.
I never know if it's a double or not because it's double for the trick, but it's a triple shot too.
All right, we saw a lot of people going for the snipes.
I mean, the snipes are cool.
Yeah, they're great.
That's a snipe. Oh, trying for the
Ooh.
hair snipes too. Exodus finishing in 14th place with a 2:15.34. The wave keeps going.
Yeah, Uter Legend Exodus.
Shizuka finishing in 15th with the 2:15.44. And Symphonic finishing things off with our friend the Puppet.
Pretty nice shooting.
A Canadian sniper or something. If you're from the US, we can't call you the your place sniper because that's copyrighted. I'm sorry. Oh boy, that's a noise.
Look at Grandma go.
Oh, Grandma. Your muscular arms makes just climbing that fast.
Soup coursing through her veins.
There's not even blood in there. It's all soup.
It's all broth.
Oh man. We need protein shake when you have soup. She's souped
Nicely
up.
done.
Preparing to drink some more soup. Yeah, it was a very good rope climb.
Yeah.
Oh, and getting the bog slide.
Nicely done.
Time for a little bit of script. Nicely done for now. Talking to the princess again. Getting slashed in the back. That was not part of the script. Ganondorf, what are you doing? You're a professional. Shouldn't hurt the others.
Just ad lib.
Sad lib. Now we're gonna have a soup drink in the middle of this.
And there's
Blanc finishing
Blanc.
in 16th place with a 217 and 32. GG's to
Some,
Blanc.
GG's.
some French Canada recognition.
Yeah. Get out of French Canada. I know nobody from there, especially not me.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of French Canada. Quebec though. Oh, and GG's to Symphonic Link.
17th place.
With
Very
a
nicely done.
218.07. The wave keeps going. All right. That was a fun one tonight.
Really nicely done all around. I think he is going to be joining us here in just a second.
Wonderful. The low storage warrior.
The man himself.
The man with a Wind Waker, but no magic attached to it. It's Symphonic
Howdy.
Link. GG's.
GG's. Well, that was a seed.
It was a seed. It really was.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
It-
did everyone else do?
Pretty damn good, honestly. Jared had a bit of trouble with a rock, but other than that,
With a rock.
yeah, in Earth Temple, he tried to do the storage trick where you open the warp pot by lifting the rock off of it, and he voided out there.
I didn't know you could void out there. Okay.
You can void out in many places.
I mean, yeah, that's storage in a nutshell for you right there.
It really
Oh,
is.
you can die wherever.
Is that why you don't do it? You don't want to die?
Well, sure. Let's say that.
It's a good reason,
Yeah,
honestly.
Symphonic, I gotta say, you were without a doubt a restream favorite. I really appreciate your commitment to the idea that randomizer should be fun. And I gotta say, of all the runners, you looked like you were having the most fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch. Also, it's great for the trackers, which I'm going to mention again. Thank you, Jade Dude, and thank you, Jade, for tracking this. It's always great to have a runner that doesn't do storage. The chests that we're not sure, we get to see them again.
Yeah,
I figured
Sorry.
I'd give you guys both a show and to help out the trackers, because why not?
I have never seen a hurricane spin through the barrier. So
Really?
that was That,
We only
that
get
was
the
really
risk
great.
spin a lot.
That is a favorite of mine. I have actually mapped out how far you have to be to get
Yeah.
the exact furthest distance.
You were so close to not getting it this time, but then it worked.
I spent like 20 minutes one day just hurricane spinning to the barrier and resetting to see how far you could get. Turns out, top step.
Yeah, it's pretty far,
Good to
honestly.
know.
And yeah, for the people that are wondering, there is one last qualifier, and it's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. So don't miss it.
Yeah, in like 12 hours or something.
Yeah, old 13 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very likely getting restreamed here or somewhere else on the ZSR family of brands.
ZSR 8, the Ocho.
Yeah.
ZSR 42, the true.
And And following that, there was going to be 2 tournaments: the top 24 main tournament and the Challenge Cup. So there is so much Wind Waker to be played.
Oh, somebody or Sombre, I'm not sure, finished in 18th place with a time of 2:21:41.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
So Symphonic, you were the first of all of our runners to get to the hammer. It seemed like Hammer and Magic was really kind of the turning point of the seed for everyone. But what were your thoughts about the seed in general?
I had a few thoughts throughout. Just there was a lot of back and forth for the logic itself, like going from. Let me double check my tracker to remind myself where the bait bag was.
Bait bag was Fly Across.
Bait bag was Fly Across, and then Leaf was Wallet Mail, which was Eastern Ferry, which you usually go after DRI, which. But yeah, there was a lot of memes. I did notice that. There was Magic Armor, Tingle Tuner, Hurricane Spin.
And that's not all. There were memes on your hand too, like teabagging Ivan or looking at Tot.
Before the race started, while I was getting set up, I just stuck Grandma in a corner and did that kind of like Grandma in your face thing that I did while waiting for Mila.
Yep.
That is just Grandma staring into your soul.
Yeah. I love Grandma because she's supposed to be nice, but that model, at times, it's like Eldritch Horror, you know? Like, when you shoot arrows, you see the inside of her arms, and there's nothing there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little scary, but at the same time, it's Grandma saving Grandma. It's great.
It's twin grandmas, of course.
The twin Grandma. It's like a Back to the Future thing, but Grandma, before dying on her deathbed, found a fairy, and now she has to save herself in the past.
Oh, but of course. I will say I was a little annoyed myself at the beginning because of how... I'll be honest, I haven't done a rando in like probably 3 weeks, a month maybe. So I'm a little bit rusty. So a lot of my early stuff before I got into the groove of it kind of messed me up.
I know the feeling, man. Before I did the first qualifier for this tournament, I hadn't played since last tournament.
Like, the reason, like, when I went and did Mila, my initial plan was, I just picked up Deluxe Picto. I can go check Manenko. Oh, wait, Manenko was hinted dead.
Also, it's night.
Also, it's night. So I just made the best of bad routing at that point.
The best of your time by looking at the dancer.
Of course.
I
He's
love it,
dancing.
honestly.
He needs an audience.
He had a big audience tonight. He dances well too, honestly.
He really
Always
does.
on beats.
Of course, he doesn't change the time of day, so like that deducts some points there.
Yeah, but not everyone can have a Wind Waker.
No, but Zunari can have a Tingle Tuner, so he gives away a free Game Boy. It works out.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate that we're just not allowed to use it.
Yeah,
It'll work out eventually.
The crazy thing is, like I was saying, back in the days, in the first few tournaments, we were allowed to use it.
I'd also have to buy a Game Boy Advance and a link cable.
Yeah, and the people on Dolphin were just crying themselves to sleep because the Tingle Tuner was used for like 3 races out of 300.
Yeah,
I mean, that Tingle Balloon is just amazing.
It is
And
amazing.
And it's free bombs. Well,
It is
free,
free
air
bombs.
quotes.
Yeah, free. Capitalism bombs, you know.
yeah. The true pay to win update.
Oh. So I think I'm gonna start thanking our friends for tonight. Thank you to our two trackers tonight, J Dude and Jade. They did a pretty amazing job for us. Thank you to our runners, Advocate at Count Advocate, Rich Midi at Rich Midi, Jared at Jared HME, and Symphonic at Symphonic Link. And thank you, Pix, for commentating this with me. That was great fun.
Yeah, this was a blast.
Yeah, and
Thanks for
also,
having us.
yeah, it was
Yeah, no,
wonderful.
Thank you.
It's always great to see a big race like that. A lot of different way to run things. It's always great.
Oh, quickly, did you guys like that Helmarock?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
it reminds me of why I do storage.
I
Hey, I did
appreciated
do storage.
the disrespect to throw the boomerang.
It was great. It was great.
But hey, I did get storage there.
You did.
I got storage there. I just ran around the arena.
And that was a pretty funny one, honestly.
Yeah, this
Like,
was
just show the people that you can do it, but you won't. Kind of step on your principles, but not too much.
Exactly.
yeah, this was an absolute blast. So thank you for volunteering to be on Restream. And like we mentioned, the final qual is happening in a little over 12 hours from now, 10 a.m. Eastern time. It will be somewhere on one of the ZSR channels, probably main. I can't imagine there's too much popping off at 10 a.m. Eastern time on a Monday. So be exciting to see all of the EU players getting their final qual in.
It's gonna be the EU players and me because I'm on vacations.
And me,
Because you don't have a choice.
because I don't have a choice.
It's 7 a.m. for you too, I think. It's your Pacific
That is
time.
correct.
Oh boy, Slim. Oh boy. And yet, it looks like we're gonna go raid Professor Phoenix, which is one of the players running this seed. So it should be fun. Have a great night, everyone, and see ya in about half a day. Also, Blank finish with the time of
GG blank.
Yeah,
Yes.
GG's Blank's eye.
send your GGs. You did great.